Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. I am Dr. Nik Nikam. Today we are going to take a first look at my new Nikon D750 camera. Just a year ago, I had bought Nikon D750, and I'm going to compare some of the features between these two cameras. First of all, if you look at the weight, Nikon D750 now looks like a toy compared to Nikon D750. Nikon D750 is much lighter and much quieter compared to Nikon D750. When I got the Nikon D750 as a package from Adorama for approximately $2,200, I got the camera. I also got a 24 to 120 kit lens, which is f4 fixed lens, and the hood HB53 along with the lens cap. The camera is much heavier compared to the Nikon D750. The first thing I did was to see how it functions. As soon as I clicked, I hear a second sound after the click is over. So I spent considerable amount of time looking at various YouTube videos, and I have found out this is an inherent feature of this camera because of the motor that is running the lens. Whatever it is, it was kind of annoying to me, and I'm sort of getting used to that little noise. So as you can see, we have features which are similar to what we find in Nikon D750. Here we have the on-off button and also an LED screen. If you want to see the LED screen, you just need to press this all the way to the right to see that one. Then we have the compensation button plus minus here. Then we have the record button here, and of course the front dial. And here we have the lens release button, and in the bottom we have the autofocus and manual, and here we have the flashlight button. Here's the white dot to match your lens, and here we have focus and vibration reduction, which has two different modes, and of course also normal or active picture. On this side we have an input into, here you have an input into the HDMI, and here also you have an input into the microphone and the headset. Right here we have inputs into microphone and headsets, and on the left hand side we have the dial, which can be set manual, aperture priority, shutter priority, and all these things. And most of the time, you would want to set it to manual and then go through the motions. And on the back side here we have the single shot, then we have the continuous low, high, and quiet mode. Even if you try the quiet mode, the sound is not anything appreciably less compared to when it is regular mode. Right now I'm in the regular mode. Let me turn this dial to Q, which is for a quiet mode. Now you can hear the camera. You hear the sound, then you hear a second sound. Maybe you can listen to it again. First sound, second sound. First sound, second sound. So the second sound is supposed to be related to the lens. I could not figure out what is causing it, but nonetheless, on the back side we have the menu, the white balance, ISO, and the plus minus here, and of course here is the information button. When you press the info button, it shows all the settings that you have. The best way to start off taking your first picture is to set it on manual mode, and then you can use the back dial, this is the back dial, and when I move that one, it changes the shutter speed, and if you move the front dial, it changes the f-stop. So if you set it to like 5.6, and then you're ready to take the picture. A couple of more things I want to show here. Here is the ISO, and then of course we have various parameters including white balance and aperture, and of course the focal points, among many other things. When you try to take the first picture, you will see it is going to come out really dark, and that is because when the camera comes from the factory, the ISO is set to 100. Don't get scared, because there are a lot of adjustments you have to do to this camera before you can get pictures that were comparable to your previous camera. That means you have to set the date and time, then you have to go and set the ISO auto on, and also set the ISO upper limit. Otherwise you are going to get dark pictures. Along with that, you can also set all the different parameters you had in your old camera into the new camera before you can begin to get some nice pictures. So this is a quick overview of this beautiful camera. In the next video, I'm going to take you to Lightroom and show you the first pictures I have gotten, and all the different settings and the distance from which these pictures were taken, and hopefully that will give you a much better idea as what this camera is all about before you invest that $2,000. But I have to tell you, I've just fallen in love with this camera. I am ready to take some beautiful pictures and put them on for review in the future videos. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video.